Alright, guys. I am going to get my main energy from the House of Dragon. This is from the Game of Thrones. This is a tarot card here, and I like these because it seems like this is a warlike energy. It really is. Because I'll tell you the things I got. I was able to sleep after 40 hours and 3 days, guys. It was a lot. Alright. And I'm going to go through each and every one of these. Third party finances have been depleted, okay? This third party in question, the person somebody left somebody for, which something's long been dead, I'm being told, that their second chance was with this person. This was their person that could have worked out for them. They just had to be not in their ego. But they have taken all their money. Okay. Alright, and then put evil plan is being exposed to use a third party. This third party, when they got in the relationship, did not know that it was going to be like this. They didn't know it was going to be like this. They thought they actually liked them as a person, and it's turning out they didn't really actually like them as a person. They were just seeing their money and they ran with it.
Money.
That's it. Yeah, money. He's saying money. So that money was just, that was it. Then we got vengeance has taken over life. They're very vengeful. Very vengeful, and it's taken over their life. I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah. Yeah, the vengeance has taken over their life. They're not the same person. They don't want to be a good person, from what Source says. And Source has pulled the plug. Source has pulled the plug. They've had to step in and protect the third party from this person. They had to protect the person that came in for a karmic lesson from them also, after they pulled them from their soulmate. This is what I'm getting. And this is about a person that was pulled out of the matrix, somebody that ascended. The vengeance started because somebody ascended and left the matrix, like I said, in a sense. And if no one really that's listening to me doesn't really understand what being pulled out of the matrix is, it's being known that this reality really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. In your life, what this reality is not really what this reality is. We're like robots. We're biological robots. That's what we are. And somebody has realized that what actually happened, and how things really are. Alright, he's confirming it. He's ringing a bell over there, y'all. But let's see what we get from the House of Dragon. And alright, I'm gonna start with pulled out of the matrix, okay? We're gonna find out this is the person that is the only reason they went to the third party. If this person didn't pull out of the matrix, this third party and then this person would have never been together. That is what I'm getting. They would have never been together. Okay. And I'm seeing 139 as I look. Those are all prime numbers. All prime numbers. It's 3 cycles of learning a lesson. So one person was there to teach them one lesson and learned a lesson, and twice, so they learned their lesson, and then another person was meant to give them a lesson, and that lesson was not learned. So they are doomed to repeat it, but they got to do something else to them because they're getting aggressive. Alright, these two are falling out of the deck. And when it fell out, it went this way. I'm doing this in front of you guys. We got Death in Reverse and the Emperor. There's someone that has been knocked off their throne. Somebody has been knocked off their throne. When somebody got pulled out of the matrix and ascended, they This person that has this evil plan has been knocked off the throne. They do not want to accept an ending. Death in reverse. They do not want to accept an ending. Nor do they want to accept a judgment. Nor do they want to accept a judgment that has been put on this situation. That is some intense shit, okay? Okay, but tell me why they don't want to accept this judgment. Tell me why. What's the big deal? I don't get it. I really don't. Okay, this one came out. And this is 6 of Blades. So it would be 6 of Swords. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of what 6 of Swords is. Let me just look this shit up. Thank God for Google, y'all, in my life. I know the 7 of Swords is deceit, but 6 of Swords, I believe, is moving on. So this would be not moving on. And where the hell did Google go? Where is Google when you need them? I got all these apps, guys. You guys got a lot of apps on your phone. Like I said, I'm learning these, and I won't until I get way better at this. I just refuse to do. Here, what is Google? Oh my god. And here is Jumanji. Hi, Jumanji. Hi, Jumanji. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. This is like my first reading of the day, guys. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is moving on, 6 of Swords. So this would be the other way here. Okay, I get it. Yeah, moving on. I was right, guys. Maybe I'm ready for personal jet. This person is not moving on from this situation with this other person. Stop, Jumanji. This person was supposed to go. And you know, the fact that my cat won't stop meowing. This is a part of the energy, too. This is a part of the energy, too. They keep crying. They keep crying out, and Source is tired of it. Source is tired of it. They keep crying out. They keep crying out for mercy, and they won't move on. They refuse to move on. And the thing is, if once you're under a karmic lesson like that, you've got to move on. You got to. What else is there? If you refuse to move on, what's the difference? You know what I mean? What is the difference? Move on, get your shit out, go. It's like moving from one apartment. Eventually you're going to get evicted. I feel like this person going to get evicted, y'all. I feel an eviction on this one. I'm just saying, I feel like there's an eviction in this person's future. I feel like they won't leave somewhere, so they are damn near close to eviction. Because they won't leave somebody alone. They won't leave them alone. They refuse to leave them alone. Okay, these are coming out to the right. Alright, so I'm going to take these, because these have to do, because I was literally in my head trying to ask, what about the collective? So, we got the Hangman. Alright, and this is not in reverse. Okay, the collective got a new perspective. Get away from, do not do that. Don't even start. Anyways. This is about someone that got a new perspective. Which they should, and they did everything they were supposed to do. And what's this one? The Magician. Alright, the collective realized everything that was going around and started manifesting. They became a master magician. I asked about the collective. So you became a master magician. And you went on a fool's journey. You went on a fool's journey. And then we have 10 of Crowns. And this would be like the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, you went towards abundance, royalty. You ran right into, on this fool's journey, you ran right into the greatest abundance, spiritual abundance, and I feel like your material abundance is starting to come because you got this magician energy. You keep taking energy and transmuting it and transmuting it. And then Queen of Blades is in reverse. This is the opposition. So the Queen of Swords, this leaves this person in this position. You know, Queen of Swords is real cutthroat, almost karmic-y, I want to say. I want to say this person's real, like, karmic-y. Because it leaves them into where they can't, they're just real jealous. Real jealous. They're not forthright, and usually a Queen of Swords and the upright's kind of honest and stuff, you know, but they just say it in a blunt way. This one is really not being honest or jealous, and they're just kind of sitting on a real ugly energy. A real ugly energy. Yeah. And it's because this person awakened and got pulled out of the matrix. Oh, see, my grandson over here. He ringing the bell. He ringing the bell. So I guess this means that's confirmation. That's confirmation. Alright, we got pulled out of the matrix done. Alright, I'm going to reshuffle this because we're going to put Source pulled the plug on this person. Okay. When I put these down and they go in opposites, Source tells me to leave them that way because this is the way Source wants this energy to plug out. Okay? That's what Source is telling me. So we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to redo this on these cards. Oh my god, this one wants to come. Two of Crowns. Alright, Two of Crowns is like God with the crowns. The cups. No, those are tankards. What would the crowns be? Alright, I'm trying to think. I got Two of Crowns in reverse, guys, when this came out. I just gotta find out what these... I get confused because I got these decks and sometimes they have different names on them. And when they have different names, it's like that. I feel like it's a part of this energy. Somebody puts different labels on different people. Okay? Two of Crowns is... There's a reason you've been missing important deadlines recently. There are too many of them. Managing your schedule may seem like too much work. But those, there is currently enough on your plate, on your plate to justify it. If you're recently in harmony with your communication, that will come around again sooner if you want it. Stay intentional, wish your time and energy. Perhaps a few things can be put on someone else's plate. So, what the heck? I'm trying to find out what the crowns would be here. Because the crowns... the crowns would be... I'm trying to figure out what it would be, because obviously the crowns would be something else. Okay, the crowns are the cups, okay? The crowns are the cups. Yeah, somebody's been labeling stuff in a different way in your life. And the reason I had to go and check the labeling and everything, like, they say one thing. When I say that, they say one thing and they switch it around to say they meant it another way. There's someone in your life switching around the meanings of everything. I'm drinking all my coffee from yesterday. I'm trying to I don't like wasting things, guys. I'm not in the wasting mood. I don't like it. I'm putting some of these upside down, some of these upright. Now I'm going to shuffle these here. to get the good shuffle in here. Because we gotta clarify, Source pulled the plug. Why did Source pull the plug? Well, I obviously got this person versus another person type thing energy. This is 1 versus 1. I feel like this is like, it's not war, it's more the battle of egos. We're entering in a battle of egos. That's what I am channeling. A battle of egos, guys. There's so much egotism going on. This is crazy. And there's a lot of babbling over there going on. So I feel like there's a lot of yeah going on that way. They keep yapping at each other, but they go nowhere. They keep yapping at each other and they go nowhere. And the thing is, Source isn't even mad at the third party. The third party was put there to show them that life doesn't have to be so bad. The third party, honestly, is not a bad person. Can you please, you're getting a little bit too loud now. If you're in this situation, you're pissed off the third party, don't be. Because this third party was just put them to show them a lesson. And they have taken this in the worst wrong way there is to take it. In the worst wrong way they could take it. They truly, truly have. I feel this third party was just put in their life to kind of teach each other lessons and maybe pull each other up and then part ways. That is what I'm getting about this energy, and the way it's coming across, this point did not get taken like the way Source wanted it to. Oh no. This got taken to some kind of damn extreme, like, extreme world shit, you know? This was only meant to be a lesson, guys, and don't be so mad when people this fell out and literally went in reverse. The 5 of Tankards. So we got the 5 of Cups. This is the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups it means regret. This person has no regret for what they did. There's no regret for what they did. I mean, come on now. Me and my son the other day got in an argument because he's always trying to help my videos. And me and him got in an argument because I told him he's being too damn loud. Because people need to hear me talk. And he's always trying to overtalk, and we got into it. And then he was telling me there was a towel that had too much fur on it because I try to recycle my towels because my friend does my laundry for me. Because I have to work a lot, and I just don't have time to do my laundry. So I give him a little money. You're being a little loud. So I do my laundry, and that's my grandson. But anyways, I do my laundry and stuff, and I don't know what I was saying, but he was saying there was some hair on the towel, you know, dog hair, whatever. When you have a dog, you know dog hair gets everywhere. So I said, well, I'm sorry. Oh my God, this one fell on the floor as I said this. And it fell in this position, guys. It literally fell in this position upright. And this is the 10 of Cups. Okay. Alright, somebody is in regret because somebody hit the 10 of Cups. And he's ringing his bell. This is why they're in regret. Because somebody is in the 10 of Cups. That's the most happiness you can have. But anyways, getting back to my story, which I feel like gets thing here. I literally apologized to him because maybe I am recycling the towel a little bit too much. Because I'm trying to keep it so my brother doesn't have to do so much laundry. You know what I mean? Sometimes, because as you guys know, in 9 days, I'll have an office area and everything. And my son's fixing the new place up. And it's gonna be good for us. But, yeah. This person does not want to apologize. This person is not regretful for anything they've done to the past lover or the new lover. And they clearly took all of their money. They clearly took all of their money in this. And this other person, honestly, they have broken rules that they should not have broken. I don't think this third party was an anointed, but they are part of the collective, and they did acts. All right, stop. Be a little quieter. They did acts that weren't humane. They did inhumane acts. That is coming to my head. Okay, guys? To this third party. And it's pretty, it's pretty. Something's pretty to somebody. Maybe somebody else's isn't pretty. Or this situation isn't pretty. This situation is not pretty no more. And there is somebody they find prettier. It's something about pretty. And the thing is they don't realize that the universe thinks that they're just giving them people to have relations with. They have sex with. The universe thinks they just give them sex partners to give them sex partners. Because they really don't care about any of their sex partners. Is what I'm getting. They don't care about any of their sex partners. This is just the information I'm getting, guys. Alright. Wow. Why doesn't this person care about not having about any of the sex partners? What is their issue? Please tell us. What is their issue? Okay, I've never shuffled this deck like this. This is why, and it'd probably be a lot easier if I had a desk, which I will. I have a beautiful desk that is glass. I have a beautiful glass desk that my son has to put up. I'm going to take the smaller room so I could be left alone. So when I channel, I could be on my desk, shuffling my cards, and I could be left the hell alone. Left the hell alone. And honestly, I'm telling you this, I think is because somebody wants to be left the hell alone. Alright, I got this one. Wheel of Fortune that's in reverse. Okay, their Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. When they pulled the plug on their Wheel of Fortune. That is why. Alright, so all their luck has been taken because they've been taking advantage of the universe with using people that come near them as sex toys. They use people as sex toys. That is what I'm being told. And they have no mercy. They don't care. Everybody's being used as a sex toy. And they don't think anybody truly has feelings, and they don't give a damn if they do, as long as their feelings run towards their advantage. And that was not the lesson that the universe gave them. It was not. So Wheel of Fortune was taken away, and instead of slowly, because there's certain ways Wheel of Fortune could go in life, guys. Wheel of Fortune, from what I'm being told by source right now, is Wheel of Fortune can slowly go this way, and then when you learn your lesson, slowly goes up. Wheel of Fortune went from here to here. It just suddenly one day flip-flopped where they had nothing, and now they're worrying about a place to live. Because now it went from the five, it was like they had money, and now they're at the Five of Pentacles, which would be out in the cold. They went from being the center of attention to being out in the cold for everything. Okay, guys. Alright, finishing up that coffee. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This is a really shitty person. Oh my god, as I did this flipped over. Got Queen of Crowns. So we already established this is the crowns are the cups. I'm learning this deck. I've only used this when I was memorizing which each card meant, which I'm still studying my cards. I wasn't using this as much, but now that I have a lot of them memorized, I'm just going along because I want to be the best reader I can be. And I think it's a part of this energy too. Somebody didn't care about being the perfect partner they could be, and they put in no effort. Like, I'm putting an effort to learn my cards. This person took no effort in learning about the Queen of Cups. They took no effort to learn about the Queen of Cups. They don't know what the Queen of Cups favorite color is. They don't know anything about the Queen of Cups. That is what I'm being told. And the universe thinks it's sad. They sent them somebody for a message, and they have no clue even what the Queen of Cups favorite color is. They never truly fell in love with the Queen of Cups to begin with, but then they took all the Queen of Cups' resources, and they moved to another Queen of Cups and took all their resources. And they're both Queen of Cups are in, oh Lord, Queen of Blades. Okay, this one just went and flipped over on me, guys. Alright, we got a Queen of Cups that's in there. We got a Queen of Blades. And this person is pregnant. And I took this deck for a reason. Usually I don't use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a long time. This came in reverse, but I'm going to show you this picture. Look how her belly's swollen. Okay, and the blades are like the swords, okay? Blades are swords, and that's easy. I don't even have to look up what that means, okay? But I know blades would be the swords. But look how she's pregnant, and she's looking around. She's in and looking horrible with her feet up, and she's real skinny and looks kind of malnourished. It looks real depressed. Looks real depressed. And this is in reverse, and a Queen of Swords is usually someone that's very, I want to say, when I think of a Queen of Swords, I think of someone that is, what do you need? What's your issue? You saying hello? You saying hello?
Okay.
Oh, he's pointing to the Wheel of Fortune. He is pointing to the Wheel of Fortune. That, I think, is the reason that this Wheel of Fortune is turning, because this Queen of Blades came in reverse. My grandson came and pointed at the Wheel of Fortune. So that might have been my answer. But anyway, this Queen of Blades, usually the Queen of Swords is upright. She's a little bit sometimes out there, but she stands on truth and things like that. And I usually take this as someone that's standing on truth. I think this was somebody that was standing on truth, and when I said about this third party was depleted of all their money and they have nothing left, I feel like they were getting less food and they're not able to eat as much, and they're pregnant. And they have brought down the third party to where they're bringing a baby into the world and they're not able to eat properly or anything else. This is the energy, guys. Wow. Tell us more about the third party. I feel the person they left. Can you please? Anyways, tell me more about this. I feel the past person they had has already been healed from the situation that has been removed, and their ancestors surround them. Their ancestors surround them, and there's no need to worry. The source does not worry about the past. So, okay, they gave me 7 of Swords. Damn, and the Moon. Okay, I asked about the third party. What happened with the third party? 7 of Swords is about thievery. It speaks of just thieving and just doing nasty things out of not giving a crap. Okay? It's a lot about stealing shit and everything. And the thing is this third party's money was completely depleted, taken. They feel robbed. And then we got the moon. We got the moon. And they're pregnant and they're not getting, and they've lost weight and they're not getting enough nourishment. And then the moon's here, and the moon means, I think the moon, I know the moon is illusions, removing illusions, but I want to just, the moon reverse meaning, I just want to get this. Okay, it's releasing fear, gaining clarity, and uncovering hidden truths. That's the reverse meaning. So this person did not gain any truth. Okay, no one released fear, and they didn't, and all these hidden truths were hidden from. Okay, this is how I'm getting this now. I needed a minute in channel. This person here was hiding truths from one, and the other one, the truths were being revealed. So one lover got all the hidden truths revealed, and the other lover was living under false lies. That is what I'm getting. That is what Source is showing me. That makes a lot of sense. I feel bad that they had to get somebody pregnant, and now they're sitting there in despair with no money because... And I feel this was a baby that was unwanted. And this is why Source is mad too, because the thing is, the Source doesn't like when you try to bring in future timelines and you do deceptive things. Oh my god, this one fell. See, if I had a table, it would have fell on the table. But anyways, guys, let's see where it fell. Okay. The Seven of Crowns. So we got the Seven of Cups that came in reverse. This is how it came in on the floor. See, if I would have had a table, it would have fell on the table, which once we move, I will have a damn table where all this and all my cards, there'll be a glass table so you still see the cards and everything. It's going to be beautiful. I keep looking at this table going, damn, I need that. Alright. Alright, Seven of Cups, meaning. Okay. This talks about fantasies and illusions. I don't have all the cups memorized, but fantasies and illusions are being uncovered because the baby's on the way. There's no money. Their gravy train is done. And this third party knows damn well they don't love them. They know damn well they don't love them, and they're stuck with a baby with someone that impregnated them and is blaming them for everything, and they're taking no blame. No blame, no shame. No blame, no shame. That is what's coming in my mind. There's no blame and there's no shame, and this one's sticking out right here, sideways this way. The Tower. The Tower is here. No blame, no shame. Oh my god, look at that, guys. I feel the reason I was led to use this deck for this reading is how intense the energy is. Look at this. Look at how this tower is engulfing an entire city. I feel like this tower, would you please calm it down? Alright, this tower is engulfing the city. Engulfing it. I feel, in some towers it's not extreme. I feel that's that is what's going on in their life. Right now, with this baby, with finding out these illusions, and them using They're using the universe as an escort service. Oh, who's gonna be the next one, universe? I'm gonna manifest another love and take advantage of them. I'm gonna take advantage of the next person you send me. This person has little money, universe. I'm gonna manifest a new love, but put no effort into it. That's been put to a stop. They have the God and the universe, or if you don't believe in God, the sacred mirror. The sacred mirror. The sacred mirror has said, you know what? I'm unplugging you, and everything is being revoked. So they cannot manifest a new lover, but they are going to have to take care of this baby. They are going to have to take care of the baby. And we got a page of crowns. So this is this depicts them. They were once an emperor and they are a page of crowns. And crowns would be pentacles? Yeah, I want to say this in this deck it's pentacles. So they're a page of pentacles. Okay, let's see here. They are a page of pentacles. That is how they are being. That is how they're being depicted. Yes, they are. Oh my God. Page of Pentacles. How is it here? Okay, they have to learn and have ambitious beginnings. And it talks about new financial opportunities. So they have to learn a new trade and have practical learning. Things are not going to be handed to them on a silver plate. They are going to be forced to raise this child. And people are not going to be put in their life to make it easier for them. And until they learn that lesson on their own with no help at all, the universe is done with them. The universe is done with this person. They have to show effort, or the universe is it. They are not allowed to manifest until they show effort, and their last dance was with this third party. And they wanted a child. They were manifesting a child. The last wish they wanted is what they got. They got a child. And now they're complaining about the baby mama. The universe is looking at this individual as selfish and egotistical. Selfish and egotistical is this person. Okay, now we have Seven of Blades. Thievery. They're going to get thievery. Someone that is going to realize all of the stuff they've done to steal from others. And they are going to have to provide on their own to everything. They are going to have to provide on their own because of their thievery. There will be no more charity for this person. There will be no more charity. The light has been revoked. It's almost like the electric company came and the lights went out. And then that one song, oh my God, that song I was listening in my head. It's song. It's the day that the lights went out in Georgia. It's the day that they killed an innocent man. I've been hearing that all day. This just flipped over. Alright, we got Nine of Blades. Whew, that's Nine of Swords. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Their wishes have been revoked. Oh, damn, and there's something under that. And a King of Crowns. Damn. King of the King of Crowns, and that's Pentacles. Their pentacles have been revoked. Oh my God. When the lights went out in Georgia, I've been hearing that. I have no clue why. And then I've been seeing this thing like a charger. You know how you charge your phone up with external chargers, and then it goes like this, and then everything went dark. But yeah. And so I go, that's the night that they say they killed an innocent man. It's the light when the lights went out in Georgia. The lights went out in this person's life, y'all. And then their wishes have been revoked. They are not getting any pentacles. Pentacles have been revoked to a former king. That is now a page that must build their own. And Nine of Blades in reverse. I know that is almost like Ten of Swords. And it's pretty much sword energy, but I want to just find out here. Alright. Alright. Usually this card, I knew this is a lot of anguish, and it's almost like Ten of Swords. This to me reminds me of Ten of Swords. Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords are pretty damn close. But this person doesn't have any mental anguish, no sleepless nights for what they're doing, and they don't have any anxiety. The only anxiety they have is they lost money. The only anxiety they have is losing money, and when you go Nine of Swords, you're supposed to realize what you did wrong. And they have not realized what they want. That's why the lights are going out in Georgia. Oh yeah. And that's usually that's the day. And then in the song lyrics, the night they killed an innocent man, but what's coming in my head, it's the night they thought they killed an innocent man. They thought they killed an innocent man is coming to my head. Sometimes song lyrics change around in my head. So this man is not innocent. This man is spinning a narrative. Oh yes, spinning a narrative. I knew this. I'm doing this. I'm doing it later on today. I knew this was going to be a long ass read, so I'm doing this when my son's at work. When my son gets back from work and we make dinner and shit like that, I'm going to do the more lighter reads. And here's there's my bell ringer there. He does the confirmations and rings the bells. He rings the bells. Alright, he rang the bell that's the day that the source killed. No. That's the night when the lights went out in Georgia. The bell confirmed that they didn't kill an innocent man. Yeah, I know. I got vengeance has taken over life. I told you this is going to be a long channel. A long channel. Alright. Oh God. We got a Knight of Blades in reverse and... Alright. Dragons? A Two of Dragons. What would Dragon's suit be? I mean, I'm confused with this suit because I haven't used it in so long. It's not Cups energy. I'm gonna say... Yeah, maybe this is... I don't know. To me, when I look at Two of Dragons, this is this Knight of Blades, someone that's unjust was kicked out of a unit. Or a unit. They were kicked out of a unit with somebody they were in like a Two of Cups worth. There was two of them that was kicked out of a unit. That's all I'm getting out of it, guys. When I see these cards, I see a whole different thing with these cards. I see a whole different thing. Oh, I do. This is why... And we still got two more. It's a long channel. A long channel. Good God and baby Jesus, this is going to be long getting this out, but Source wanted this message out. Okay, what indication did I get from Google? Ooh, the Zir is on. I do like him. I be listening to people. I support the esoteric community. I like the way that word is, esoteric. I do enjoy the wording and things. I like wordings. I like wordings. Alright, now I'm gonna shuffle this again. Gotta get a fresh energy for Vengeance Has Taken Over Life, because damn, that's gonna be a juicy one. Oh my god, 2 of Blades and 7 of Blades as I cut the deck. Oh my god, y'all. We got a 2 of Swords where they're not guarded, and we got Deceit and Treachery. Deceit and Treachery and someone that's not protected. Right as I cut the deck. Wow. I haven't even started putting the energy out for that card. I haven't even started. And look at how thick as hell that energy is. Yeah. Crazy. It's a lot. It's the night the lights went out in Georgia. I feel like this went out and just literally just like that. Just like that, it happened. It didn't happen over gradual time. It was like karma did it all at once. Whatever happened, a bunch of events happened, then all at once, bam, it was done. And they had no time. They had no way to plan it. There was no way of planning a plan B. There was no way of planning a plan B. I feel like maybe that was the pregnancy, too. Alright, can you not play with that or it's going in the other room? Alright. I feel like that they wanted to do a plan B and they didn't think the pregnancy was there. They had no way of planning a plan B. This energy's crazy. They wanted a plan B, and for all you with plan B, it's the abortion bill. It's right after you do your deed, you have to pay a lot of money. I don't know a lot about this stuff because I don't really deal with that. I have no way of really getting pregnant anymore. I'm like 52 and I'm okay with it, but there's some kind of pill, like if you take it, like where you think there might have been an accident, like if you take it right away, you won't get pregnant and it'll be done with. But there was no way of getting a plan B. So they were hoping there was no pregnancy because there was no way of getting a plan B. They had no money for it. It's cost money. I know one person that had told me about this because they had to get one of these and it cost like I think $300 or some shit like that. But they got it. They paid for plan B because they didn't want a baby. But it's like right away. You got to do it right away. I think the day after you take this pill and you won't get pregnant. But they had no way of getting a plan B. And plan B, I think, is that pill. So this person could not get pregnant. And now the baby's on their way and they do not want to be together. And they truly hate each other. They truly hate each other and they're vengeful. Now they have to stay together. I'm channeling their... Now I gotta tell my dad that we made up. Now I have to tell my dad we made up, and I really wish you never came in my life. That is what I am channeling. It's from a previous conversation of this person. That is what they think behind the scenes. I really wish you never came into my life, and I truly hate you. This person truly hates them. That is pregnant. That is the vibe. That is the tea. Okay, vengeance has taken over life. Let's see what's going on here. I'm just telling you everything I'm channeling from the energy. Alright. Alright, let's see how. Tell us, Spirit, why? Tell us about this situation. At least my shuffling's getting a whole lot better, guys. At least it's getting a whole lot better. Alright. I'm going to scooch this over and see if I could just have this going this way. And then it'll fall on this little tiny plateau thing I have. Okay, see, this Wheel of Fortune is pulled out and it's in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune turned, that's what happened. The vengeance took over their life. Vengeance took over their life when Wheel of Fortune turned. Alright, that's too many cards, Spirit. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Crazy. Alright. No time to get a plan B. No money for a plan B. Alright, this one wants to fly off and that one wants to fly off. So, I'm going to let that here and I'm going to pick these up. Okay, this is the Lovers. No time. Well, there was no time for a plan B. Damn. We got Wheel of Fortune has turned on the Lovers. And the Three of Cups. They are not getting any collaborations. No kind of... Anybody that was helping them is not helping them. Let's just put it that way. Anybody that was helping is not helping no more. And it's making them vengeful. They wish they never met. They wish it. They said Hallows Eve put their curse on them. I heard. Oh my God. I'm hearing Hallows Eve curse them. Hallows Eve. It was the spirits of Hallows Eve that cursed this person. This happened maybe possibly around Halloween, guys? For some of you. There was a blood moon on the Halloween, and this was going on for quite a while, I guess. Maybe close to a year. But it was the curse of the blood moon on this Halloween night that brought it all to the light. The curse of the Halloween night. When the spirits stepped out of the veil. And that's when all this started. The curse of the Halloween night. Alright. God, I don't know which one to take first. Okay, Spirit's telling me to take this one. And this one. And these two. It's the curse of the Halloween night blood moon. I don't even know what I get after this time in these. Page of Dragons. Okay, so the pages, the 4 pages, y'all. Okay, so we got, let me see. Okay. Okay, Tara pages. Okay. I'm just gonna look it up in this book. Maybe I'll figure it out here. I can't figure out what I know dragons could be wands. It's not swords and it's not cups, so it has to be wands. It has to be the Page of Wands. But these are called the Page of Dragons, and because I don't see one wand in here. So let's look this up here. I want to make sure it is. I mean, I am very thorough. That's why I have, when I'm doing these, that's why I have a lot longer streams, because I go through every detail. Okay, reverse, this is Cyrus and Renara. Trusted each other to navigate to the dangers of the Dragonstone, which their eyes on their goal. The Page of Dragons reverse reminds you of their intense focus. You have lost sight of your goals and feel like you're in a free fall, but it's time to burn away those limiting benefits. You are always heading in the right direction. These have to be the wands. Okay. This is the Page of Wands. Alright. Pretty much these are the wands. I finally got this. The dragons are the wands. And it's a fearless exploration with creative energy that went against somebody. It went against somebody. And maybe I was meant to say that just for someone to know, but it's about this Hallows night. This went on for close to a year before somebody caught on. So the spirits and ancestors came through the veil on Hallows night and cursed them. And there's going to be a season for... And they cursed. And when they came... This happened on Hallows night. And the collective has nothing to do with this. It's the ancestors. This is the ancestors, guys. When this happened on Hallows night, the ancestors got alerted. There was a 911. And this betrayal, God let somebody's ancestors through the veil to do whatever they wanted. They got free clearance to do whatever they wanted. That is what I'm getting. Then we got the Queen of Crowns, which is the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Alright. I don't have to do everything on here. We know the dragons are the ones now. Alright. Alright, now... Queen of Pentacles. I know that a Queen of Pentacles in the upright is good because she's on her finances. Okay. I know that. But these apps, okay. Yeah, we got he's ringing the bell again. He has my little spiritual bell over there. Alright, and this warns. Somebody was warned. This is a warning. Somebody was warned, okay? This doesn't represent anybody. There was a warning, a spiritual warning, that warns of letting work or caregiving consume you to the point of burnout, or struggling with financial insecurity and neglecting self-care. This was a warning to somebody. I think this was a warning from someone's ancestors on Hallows Eve. That is how they got insight. This came through as a warning. And then we got the Emperor. This is somebody's ancestor. An emperor from the past came through the veil. And an emperor from the past came through the veil, and gave a message to this person. Alright, and then we have a Knight of Blades. So that's Knight of Swords. And this was another message that was given to the collective. These are messages. These are messages that was delivered on Hallows Eve. Hallows Eve. How is your Hallows Eve? Alright. Okay. Alright, they have a lot of reverse meanings for this. And this came through as a message, guys. I see these cards different than I see a lot of... I see everything in different ways. But there was... This goes under for burned out, for some, and chaos. So this ancestor with this warning was burnout, pushing your please stop, was pushing yourself or others' way too hard without rest. So someone wasn't getting enough rest, and someone's ancestor, this emperor came out. This emperor obviously was a male ancestor that is that is very powerful in the other realm. Very powerful. And they were telling their... Can you please stop a second? Okay, they were telling this emperor, was telling their blood, which I feel was a father figure, that someone was acting rashly without a real plan and losing control. And somebody was pushing somebody way too hard, and someone was using cruel actions and language and acting out of anger. This emperor warned somebody. These are messages that happened on Hallows Eve. Happy Hallows Eve. That's what I'm getting told. This is when the ancestors came out to play on Hallows Eve. Kind of feel sorry for this person. I kind of do, honestly, y'all. If something happened on Hallows Eve, maybe this is maybe if there's a betrayal that happened, this one just popped out. And this is 9 of Blades. 9 of Blades. I think we just had that, but I want to get the 9 of Swords. I already had that. I want to get... As I'm channeling this. Reverse meaning. Okay. When I get the channel, I want to look to see what the message is trying to tell me with the message I'm given. Okay, this person has recently woke up from a mental fog, and they have to face truth. And now they are releasing a heavy burden in the face of betrayal. In the face of betrayal, it's a heavy burden they have to realize, and then it is what it is. Wow. Alright, let's go. Yeah. I guess, I don't know. You know, you play games, that's it. This is why, honestly, y'all, this is why I decided to take a break from relationships and I stay celibate. But if you're going to be sexually active, be responsible, because, okay, this ended up like this, fanning out. So we're going to take this one, my ancestors are telling me to take this one and one from the bottom. Thank you, ancestors. Okay, they gave me 2. We got strength. Somebody stands in strength here, and it is not these people that could not afford Plan B. It was not. It's somebody stands strong with their ancestors. Thank you, ancestors, for standing beside this person. And Queen of Blades comes up in reverse, because possibly they could have been in this position. This was supposed to be their destiny. I'm hearing. Alright, can you stop? I'm hearing whipping girl. You know how that. You know, I don't know if any of you study medieval stuff, but there's this thing in the medieval stuff when a ruler, or if there was a king or a queen, they used to, instead of punishing the prince or the princess, they would say, "Oh, you're not allowed to do that. This is your friend. This is your best friend." And there was like, "You're not going to take that punishment. I'm going to have this person whipped, and you're going to watch because I want you to feel bad." But this person never. But the prince or princess is not. That's their punishment, is to watch someone else get beat for them. They're watching somebody else get beat for them. I feel like this other third party, the ancestors. Oh my god, yeah, this is the. Oh damn. Okay. This person in the collective that got thrown away and got betrayed on Hallows Eve, this was supposed to be them. Whoever got betrayed on Hallows Eve, this was supposed to be them. This person came out of the veil on the day of on the day of the betrayal, when it was official, and made sure that someone else took their destiny. This third party took this emperor was so powerful, this ancestor, that they brought in a whipping girl, somebody that would take their destiny, someone that would. The ancestor did a destiny swap because the actual person that did this would not do it. They had too pure of a heart. So this emperor that came through the veil is the one that they performed a destiny swap, and God allowed it. Okay, now we're getting somewhere in this message. Alright, and this, we got a King of Dragons, and this came in reverse, guys. So, this is a pentacle. Okay, dragon, no crowns are here. What are the hell are I'm trying to think of what dragons is. Maybe it'll come up on here. Maybe because they know about all this here. I'm just going to put King of Dragons in reverse, because I'm just tired of looking in the damn book. Maybe it will come up in here. I am, because this is a real... Okay, arcade game. Okay, it's just a real deep energy. I'll put Terra. Air cards. Oh, it's thinking. Okay. Okay, House of Dragon came up. Okay, thank God. Okay, it's not even coming up. Okay. Yeah, it is coming up, thank God. Okay. Okay, it's coming up, but I don't get the opposite meanings because this is a trendy deck, okay? Alright, the King of Dragons in here is mastery, complete control, and deep wisdom regarding. Okay, so this whole situation that this other person was done because a destiny swap was done by the ancestors before they can perform a destiny swap. And the destiny swap went through, but the destiny was already swapped. They used their own energy they were doing for the destiny swap to go against them. They did a destiny swap first and then blocked this person because they were in pain. When this person went through the veil, there was pain. And this ancestor attached themselves to them like an attachment. There was an attachment that was put on somebody for, it's a good attachment. An ancestor is not completely passed over, and they attach themselves. I'm going to see, there we go. My grandson's confirming it. There was an attachment that was put on you. And this is your ancestor. Okay, I got another ring of the bell. And your ancestor done an energy swap, and they did a destiny swap. So you did not get pregnant. It came up twice. Damn. Thank you, ancestor. Alright, now we have the Four of Crowns. I'm going to start looking these up. Looking these up in this book is too much, y'all. I'm going to put Four of Crowns. This is one of these trendy decks, like I said. I'm going to put Tara. Yeah, this is Four of Crowns. No, it wouldn't be Four of Crowns. Okay, hang on. We're going to do this. This is why I was waiting on this one, guys. Alright, we're going to go with the ones on... Well, see, I want to get the message perfect, guys. Four of Crowns, Tara. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. It says Four of Wands often refers to as crowns, staves, or rods. So all the crowns are wands. And Four of Wands is a celebration. They did a destiny swap on them on Halloween, Hallows Eve, I'm getting. Where they would receive whatever destiny that they wanted to give someone else that was dark, and it was done and put in stone, and God allowed it because of the amount of vengeance that a person would have to, that an innocent person would have to suffer. And they have, it is like an entity attachment, but it's an ancestral attachment. This person has an ancestral attachment, which I don't think is bad. Alright, that card is confirmed. This is a very confusing energy. And their strength is in reverse. This just flew out like this because of the... And it's a permanent attachment to the collective. Whoever this is for, the destiny swap. Alright, stop. This person is going to be attached to you, but you want them to be attached to you. So God thought you would not be lonely. God attached this person to you permanently so you would not be lonely. And these people would never bother you again. That's what I'm getting, guys. This is exactly what I'm getting. I'm going to see if this glare goes away. Okay, the glare doesn't, my lampshade glare doesn't go away on this. Okay, let me do this. We got evil plan is being exposed. Alright, at least we know where the magic's coming from. I don't even know if it's these people or if it's just your ancestors. I think that all the magic, I do vape, guys, and I need to take a hit because this energy got me. I vape nicotine, and this energy got me crazy, okay? I needed something, okay? I don't drink or anything else. But we got evil plan is being exposed to use a third party. I know. We're almost done. I don't know. This might be a 2-hour reading the way this is going, guys. Alright. Let's go and get this done a little. Jeez. Alright, now I'm going to refresh the energy and the story for this. Sometimes I don't need oracle cards because I can actually do this on my own. I don't need them, but I like them. I don't know if that makes any sense to people. Sometimes I like them because I like the pictures. Like if I'm doing a collab, but if I'm doing a direct channel, all I really need is tarot. I really do. I could tell you without the oracle cards. I really, honestly can. Alright, tell us about evil plan being exposed. Wow. I mean, I guess you wouldn't care if you're lonely that your ancestor, which I feel is a male. Okay, we got here. This flew out this way. You guys witnessed it. And I feel being a witness is a part of this energy, too. We got 4 of dragons. I'm going to look it up. Because I don't know which this one's supposed to mean here. Like I said, it's one of my new... It's one of my new decks here. Tarot. Alright. Alright, this is onesie. Okay, onesie. 4 cups, 4 rest. Okay, it doesn't even say. Okay, these are dragon themes. Everything in here is a dragon theme. It's a 4 dragon theme, okay? I mean, this deck is very heavy deck, alright? And this is in reverse. So, this is everything in one. This card, this 4 cards, this is everything in one, and it came in reverse. This is everything in one. This is what Google is telling me. So I use these for my heavy energies, guys. This is their home, celebration, and community has been turned upside down. They are not celebrating nothing, and they never will, is what's being channeled to me. 4 of Cups talks about emotional offers and contemplation and all that. I'm getting emotional fears. They're experiencing emotional fears at the moment. And we got 4 swords. They are getting no recovery. There's no mental pause and there's no retreat from the stress. It's your ancestor that's attached to you that is never being unattached to you. They were going to put an attachment on you, so God attached your ancestor to you. That is what I'm being. That's what is coming through the channel. Your ancestor was... would you please stop? Your ancestor was attached to you. Your only attachment is your own... someone that was a father to you. It's a father figure. That could be your mom or whatever. This is an attachment. God can do attachments also. God did an attachment to you so you would not be alone. And whoever came near you, your own personal attachment attacks them. Yeah. And then we have here, because this card is all of the 4s. And then we got they are holding in. They have no security, and they have no boundaries. No, everybody's stepping over every boundary they've ever had, and they have no gold. They have no gold to hoard. There's no money to hoard because there is none. That is what is coming to me in the energy. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. Please, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, ancestors, at this hour and celebrate everything that's ever happened to me, and help us through this reading, please, for the collective. Okay, this one turned over. The ancestor turned this card over to me. 10 of Tankards. This is the 10 of Cups in reverse, guys. 10 of Tankards. They have no happiness. Their destiny was swapped by your ancestor from the beginning. It was literally the 7 of Swords. Your ancestors attacked them and did a destiny swap from the get-go. Now, they will never have the 10 of Cups. They will never have the 10 of Cups. I don't think it matters in this relationship or any other. They are never going to have the 10 of Cups. They never will have happiness. Why should you be nasty to? Really, you don't know who people were related to, y'all. Especially in the other worlds. You could be related to someone that was a witch or a warlock. You could be the daughter of a witch or a warlock. How would they know? As I say this, 8 of Blades and the Star. As I say this, I'm so glad I do this on camera, guys. We have the Star. Somebody's in the Star energy. They are the star of their family tree. They are in Star energy, guys. 6 of Blades. They are moving on with their ancestors. They are moving on with their ancestors. And 9 of Tankers. Someone else's wishes are not going to be fulfilled as they move on. As I say this, vengeance be thy name. That's all, and I hear laughing, and vengeance be thy name. This person is being tortured by the underworld. And there's nothing they could do about it. Whatever they did, they invoked the dead. And they invoked the dead of the person they were trying to victimize. Alright, can you please stop? I'll be so glad when I have my own room, guys. Alright, now we have 6 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Cups is the moving on. I do know that, but let's get the more in-depth meaning here. This is definitely 6 of Cups. Here. I get so confused with these decks. Alright, 6 of Cups. Okay. Comfort of the past. And then, does it have reversed? Yeah, they are thinking of the comfort of the past because they cannot let go of the past. And they have childish patterns. The comfort of the past is the only warmth they know. This is what I get from this card. As I say, I get different messages than anybody else does because my ancestors are always with me. My ancestors never leave. I don't have to summon them. They're here every day, every hour of every day. They never leave, my ancestors. I will tell you that my ancestors always stay with me. Alright, we have Knight of Tankers, so that'd be the Knight of Cups. Alright, we have the 2 of Blades, someone's guarded. I got that message during the Hierophant reversed. Alright. Death in reverse. 2 of Crowns, that's 2 Pentacles. And then this everything, that's everything in the deck. So we got 6 of everything. There's a 6 of everything because this deck is... It's a new deck. It's from the Game of Thrones, my favorite book. My favorite book. I love. So, we're going to go with 7. Alright, to finish out this card, we're going to go with... This is 5. We're going to go with the 6 of Dragons. All of the 6 meanings. Okay. Actually, we'll go with this since here. Because it has its own, this is its own one. This is its own one. Alright, 10. Okay, that's 10. Okay. 6. 6 of Dragons, reverse meaning. A significant bump in the road has left you impatient, especially for validation that you were holding in the right direction. However, there is no way to get there. You're making all the right mistakes. Your inner dragon will know when you land. This is you, collective. You're making all the right mistakes because you do have an attachment. You have an ancestry. You have an ancestor attachment. You don't have an entity attachment. You have an ancestor attachment. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And collective, you're making all the right mistakes. You, my friend, are making all the right mistakes. Whatever you're doing, rock on and keep it going. Now we got 3 of Crowns. I'm going to start reading from the book because this is very complicated, this thing. This is why I don't always use these. Okay. 3 of Crowns is in reverse. It says, as the head of a unique council, you may need to reestablish guidelines for each member. No doubt you've noticed one. Would you please stop? I get it. Okay. No doubt you've noticed one or none of them and attempting to strong arm the group efforts for their personal gain. Go back to the basics of honoring one another during this project. There's a project you're doing that you need to honor, collective. And your ancestor literally attached themselves to you, giving them all of your strength, and you are their vessel. You are their vessel. It's a father figure. You are their vessel. You are their permanent attachment until you die. They are never going to be unattached from you. Never. In death, they will be there to put you through. On the day you die, they are going to raise you up to God. We got death in reverse. I'm just going to go from this book because trying to figure out what these cards mean, it's almost like trying to figure out God without asking God. That's what it feels like. These are powerful ass cards in the hands of the right person. I will tell you that. Alright, Major Arcana. We got Death. I know Death is someone usually doesn't want a situation to end. So, but in this case, it might be something different, y'all. It might be something different. It might be this. It should be the same. Hangman. Maybe death is the end. Okay. Okay. Death reverse suggests a resistance to change or expecting a strong personal or inner transformation. It says it's okay to get vocal about calling in favors. You have strings you can pull. You got strings you can pull. There's a personal project you're doing, and there's strings you can pull. This is all about your project, and your ancestor literally is not going to fully leave this earth until you do, and you're going in together. You're going in together. Whoever you're with, you are their vessel. I haven't had anything this clear and clairvoyant for a minute here. We got the Hierophant in reverse. Here's another one. Okay, let's keep going with it, because wowee. The star, sun. Oh, this says it, and I was drawn to these cards for my. I was drawn to these. I know the Hierophant is usually like a judge type thing. I like to think of the Hierophant as a judge. It's a judge and things like that. Alright, and this is that Hierophant in reverse? It sure the hell is. Okay. Alright, we got beneath a pitiable exterior lays ruthless and cunning. He has no qualms about putting his own interests first. Okay, you're dealing with somebody that's putting their interests first, but they're telling you with your project they're trying to put death to. It's about your project. This has nothing to do about love. This is about your project, collective. There's strings you could pull. Yeah, then we got two of blades. It's being, you are protecting it. You are protecting this project like no other. And you are guarded, and you are not letting no one touch this project. And then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. You are delivering the message of no mercy and no love for anybody that comes near you in this project. And it's because of these people that whatever this project is, rock on. Whatever this is, your ancestor literally put themselves as a permanent attachment in your vessel until the day you die. I will tell you that. You were put in there to the day you die. And you guys are going together. You guys are going together. You and this father figure. Third-party finances have been depleted. Good God. Well, what's going to come with this? That's one simple question, and I got all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff that just decided to go haywire up in this stuff. Oh. Alright. We're getting close, collective. We are getting close to figuring this out. You have at least you don't have an entity attachment. You have an ancestor attachment. You must have been grieving this person a lot when they passed, and it had been right as they were passing. You allowed entrance of your body to this person, and you gave this person permission to stay with you until the end. And you wanted to be with them to the end, and you truly loved them, so they attached themselves to you. That is what happened, collective. And honestly, if it's your father, is it that bad? Or a father figure, someone that raised you that you missed more than life and maybe didn't get, you felt there wasn't enough time. You will be with, if you meditate, you will see that person every single day for the rest of your life. Okay, can you please stop? I'm almost done. Okay. Here we go, collective. Oh my Lord. Here we go. Lord have mercy. Whatever project this is, it was big enough to where your ancestors staying with you for the rest of your life until this project is done. Okay. Two of Dragons. Alright. We got two of Dragons. So there was two people. What I'm getting from this card and this two of Dragons that was together and taking this. Hello? There was two people that was trying to take down your project. And they was trying to bring others into taking down this project of yours. Maybe you're in, I don't know, I feel like you're on social media. Or you're trying to put something together. I don't know. You're trying to put something together. And there's a lot of interruptions, and your ancestor attached himself to you because they're making damn sure you got this out, and nobody was stopping it. And the third party ended up somehow, the third party was involved, and their finances got depleted to get somebody out of your way from a project. Okay, these wanted to come out. Okay. some of these multiple cards come out because this is what wants to come out. We got death. An ending has been put to this whole situation. And this person had literally leaned on whoever they cheated on you with on Hallows Eve and took all their money because they can't touch yours anymore. Oh my God, my ancestors telling me, over their effing dead body will they touch another penny. That is what's being done. So over your ancestors' effing dead body will they touch another penny. And then we got the Hierophant. We got someone that stands strong in their truth. Stands strong in their truth and they don't give a damn. Holy crap. And then we got a Page of Swords. This is a message. These are messengers. Okay? There's a message being sent to not, thou shalt not touch my blood. Thou shalt not touch my blood. That is what I'm getting. Thou shalt not touch my blood. And then three of dragons. No collaborations against my blood. And then we got an Ace of Tanker. And there's this thing, Ace of Swords. Usually these are opportunities or something like that. There will be no opportunity to stab my ancestor in the back. No opportunities will be done to stab my ancestor in the back. This is what is going on. This is what's going on. And then we got these two. Alright, we got 10 of Crowns, and this is the 10 of Pentacles. Their ancestor will have everything they want. Money, wealth, whatever they want will be given to them. And nobody will stop it. And then we got the 10 of Dragons. To the person that was trying to stop this project or this person from moving forward, whatever they get that is good will completely flip over and they will never see a peaceful day. This is what I am getting. They did this on Hallows Eve. I feel like it had to do with black magic. And we all know, I do know, and I will tell you on Hallows Eve, true Hallows Eve, not 31st, it's like, my ancestor is telling me now it's like the 28th. Or something like that. It's a 28th at midnight is actual true Hallows Eve. This was done on the 28th and it was confirmed on the 31st. And that is when the ancestors came to the porthole and game on, I hear in my head. Alright, we got the 6 of Cups. Somebody has moved on from this situation and they're happy. And then we have the 4 of Cups, which, what the hell here? 4 of Cups. 4. I think that, what the heck is, that's our last message for this, guys. The last message. Okay. Okay, we got somebody that is turning inward, meditating, self-absorbing. Alright, this person has turned inward for self-love and they are not looking back. And that is the last of this message. Collective. Whoever resonated with this message, you're going to live a very fruitful life. And I feel whoever comes near you from here on in your life is going to have to deal with this father figure that is attached to you. And that father figure is a permanent attachment. It's not demonic. It's a permanent attachment. And you will be protected to the day you die. You will, just like a regular attachment. And I just say finish your project. Don't worry about all these people. And I feel your life is going to be good. This is a very aggressive deck, guys. At least for me. But maybe for you guys it won't be. But for me, the energy in this deck is so damn aggressive sometimes. It's hard for me to... I can't use that every day. I can't. So, I'm going to let you guys go because I need to get food. And I'm not even sure what to call this. But I'll figure it out. And I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.